free throw line 37 times as big, 22 assists on 25 field goals was really important. Turned it over less, probably gave him too many offensive rebounds. They're really good at that. We got to do better there. We also went small for a while, so just really proud of the guys.
When you look at Peyton's stat line there, what are you most, I guess, impressed with or proud of the way he played tonight? I mean,
well, his rebounding when we went small was critical, and you know when they're guarding him the way they are, to have 10 assists is really important. He made the biggest three of the game, and we were struggling to get a basket there. Josh had a good look, Patrick had a good look, Ben had a good look, Tony had a good look. The ball wasn't going in, and somebody had to make one, and he did. It was a big one.
Patrick got to 1,000 in his career. What's that mean to you?
Well, you know, his journey has been so unique. We talked about it a lot, but you know, when you think about, you know, when he was 14 years old, you know, when he get 1,000 points in the Big Ten, you know, we didn't know if he'd get 2 points. We didn't know if he'd be able to play his high school career, and he's got 1,500 there, I think. So, just really proud of his perseverance and his attitude, and his leadership on this team has been impressive. I'm thrilled for him.
You talked about before the season having more depth. You guys, all 9 guys that played, scored, and also you talked about kind of being able to play bigger and smaller, something you did today. How much do you feel like maybe what you had envisioned for this team to be is kind of coming to fruition?
Yeah, we got great play off the bench today. I mean, Brock was tremendous. Tony got 2 fouls. Bryce, Logie, Patrick were right off the bench. You know, DeSante's, he's injured, so, you know, that's why he hasn't been playing. He hurt his knee. He's probably going to get surgery coming up here, so you know, we're all pulling for him, you know, as he goes through that difficulty. Because he's a terrific young man, but that's why he's not playing.
Just Peyton, you know, I think 3 weeks ago or a month ago, Peyton sat in here after the Maryland game, took a lot of things to heart. Obviously, the off-the-court things were happening as well, but it just seems like his energy has just kind of been infectious on his team. Seems like his leadership has just continued to excel. I mean, can you just describe
the other thing is, like, he made a couple bad mistakes, and the critical thing that you have to be able to do is get to the next play. You know, he had a couple turnovers that are just very uncharacteristic, and that can linger on you, and he didn't let it. That was critical for him, but probably more importantly for our team.
Fran, you've coached so many incredible players over your tenure here, and for Peyton to be the first Hawkeye to ever get a triple.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked when, you know, Dolph said it to me when I was standing there by the bench. You think about the great ones that played here. You know, the fact that that was the first one, I think that probably surprised everybody. I don't think anybody in this room even knew about it. You know, I think it's for it to be, you know, Peyton, who's such a terrific human being and great leader. I'm thrilled for him.
You've had, I believe, 3 players on this team who've got 10 assists in a game this season. That's just not done, is it?
Well, you know what, Mike? It is if you move and share the ball and you cut and you screen and you understand motion offense concepts and you're a willing passer. You have to want to make plays for other people. And some guys are just not very good at it, and they're constantly thinking about, not that they're selfish, they're just thinking about getting a bucket and how am I going to score. And we try to keep the thing spread and keep everybody moving. And if you're open, you get it. If you're open, you shoot it. If you're covered, you know, move it. It's not really that complicated if everybody plays with that mindset.
Fran, we've talked about how this team, like whether or not it's a win or a loss, is kind of determined on how that final 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes goes for you guys. Peyton said it's pretty much come down to if you guys get stops or not. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, you know, but can't turn it over either. You know, we had some turnovers that should not have happened, and we all know that, okay? And they're pretty good at forcing them. Probably the best, certainly the best in our league, probably one of the best teams in the country at doing that, the way they play. But, you know, we had a ball handling team out there, and we moved it. And we turned it over on the spot throw at one time. That was unfortunate. And we threw it ahead out of bounds. But, you know, for the most part, guys handled it okay. You know, Price took a timeout. That's what you do. You know, he got himself, you know, in trouble. be smart enough to call timeout.
Coach Payne's really known as a shooter nationwide, but he had the triple-double as well, but he also had 3 blocks tonight. He just talked about how he takes a lot of pride on the defensive side. He did a lot in the offseason to get better at that. So what did you see from him to try to actually get better?
Well, you know, I think he thought that he might be playing a fair amount at the 4 spot. So, you know, I think it starts with his rebounding. He's really made a concerted effort to be a terrific rebounder. He's one of our best, probably is our best, actually. And last year, they would isolate him sometimes, and you know, like you said, 3 blocks. I mean, his defense was really good tonight, sliding his feet, staying out of foul trouble. And he knew that he was going to have to work on that, and he has. He's gotten way better.
Is Desante definitely done for the season, or is it still?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He's going to get surgery in a week or two, a little less than 2 weeks.
What was the timetable for like when he initially got hurt?
It's been lingering. Yeah, and he's a tough kid. He's been trying to play through it, and it just got to the point where it was time.
I know Peyton was hounded a lot the other day. Didn't get a lot of calls. But I mean, could he get to the line like 19 times a night if like it was called like this?
Yeah, probably should. Should have Saturday. That's for sure.
Coach,
Last question.
you've seen Chris, Keegan, and Luka all go to the league, and obviously with Payne, how he's played this season, and obviously his shooting is obviously pro caliber. Do you think that he has a chance to just?
He definitely does. He definitely does, and you know, I think the important thing is like what you said. You know, he's not a shooter. You want to make the pros, you got to be a player, and he certainly was today.
All right, thanks.